Hey guys, this is a video I'm making to show you how to use the Hydrotons. Now, these are the Hydrotons, also known as Leca balls or clay balls. Now, we provide these in every kit. These are basically your reusable permanent growing media after your first harvest. So basically in the first harvest, you have to use these Jiffy pellets or the coir coins, and these can only be used once. So once these gets over, you have to use these Hydrotons. Now, how to use them? So after your first harvest, you have your Jiffy pellets, your coir coins. Now you have to extract the peat from inside these Jiffy pellets. You know how to extract that. So you have to tear this cover that is there. You have to just rip it apart and get all the peat out of it. Now from this peat, take out all the organic matter that you can find. Organic matter in the sense the stems, the roots, as much as you can. I mean, it is not possible to take it out fully, but as much as you can, you have to get all of them out. And what you will be left with is just the peat. Now, what to do with this peat? This peat, you have to dry it in full sunlight for about 7 days. I mean, even if it's not 7 days, at least 2 to 3 days. You can dry it in full sunlight until it becomes bone dry. It has to be absolutely bone dry. It shouldn't be moist at all. Spread it apart on a plate like this and dry it completely. Now, after it's dried, take a small cup, any cup. There's a metal cup. You can use a glass cup, whatever you want. Place some of these Hydrotons inside the cup and the bottom. Now, what these Hydrotons at the bottom will do is it will provide some drainage. It will ensure the peat doesn't get fungal because of the water, and because there's no holes underneath, it will provide a good base of drain. Put all these peat inside this cup. Make it completely up to the brim, almost as much as possible. Now fill it up completely in the cup, as much as peat you have basically. Now what do you do? Take the seeds. Now you will have the seeds. You'll have the seeds, right? Take the seeds. Spread it apart. At least 20 to 30 seeds. 20 to 30 seeds max. Depending on which system you have. Again, I mean, if you have a 15 planter, you might need around 30 to 40 seeds. Now, since I am using a 6 planter, 9 planter, 20 to 30 seeds is more than enough. Spread it apart completely and put some more peat on top. Now you can see the peat with the seeds on top. Now you put some more peat on top of the seeds. Basically cover the seeds up with a thin layer of seed, not that fat. Now after you do this, take some water, tap water, RO water, whatever it is you have at your disposal. Take some water, put it on the cup, and gently just spread it across in the cup. Gently, very gently. If you splash it too hard, the seeds will come out from the inside and stay at the top. Now, you have to ensure that every speck of peat that is inside this cup is moist. Not even one speck should be dry. So you have to keep on adding water, and maybe the water is too much in this. And the water cannot be too much either, because if there's too much water and there's no drainage at the bottom, it will get fungal. So what you have to do is just keep it as it is. Keep the water, even if it's too much water, keep it for around 5 minutes. Ensure every part of the peat has soaked a little bit of the water. And after that, what do? You press it on top and drain some of the water out. Just drain some of the water out as much as you can. So what we ensure now is basically moist peat without any stagnated water and the seeds. That's all. Now keep it as it is. Now this, again, you have to keep it inside your house. Until the seeds germinate, keep this inside your house to maintain humidity. Same as the Jiffy pellets. How to use the Jiffy pellets, there's a video on that. It's the same process. Keep it inside the house. Once the seeds germinate, you see any sign of germination, you see a stem, you see the bent part of the seedling coming out, anything, you put it out and immediately you put it out in sunlight. Now after putting it out in sunlight, keep it there for around 4 to 5 days. Like the Jiffy pellets, you have to keep it out for 2 days max. This you have to keep for 4 to 5 days. You have to ensure the seedlings are quite big. Now I already have a cup like this. See, you can see the cup, you can see the peat, you can see the seedlings have come out. This is a perfect time to transplant into the system. Now, until this point, you have to keep it out in full sunlight. Maybe the peat will get dry under the sun. So what you have to do is you have to keep adding water to this cup until it becomes moist again. This peat shouldn't get dry at any point of time, because if this gets dry, the seedlings will die. Okay. Now at this point, how to transplant this into the system? Now, take a anything. You can take a toothpick or a pin or a pen or of any kind. You can just take the, there's a pen, so you can just take the refill of this pen also. I mean, anything that is like a little long, pointy, a little sharp, and on the edge of this cup, just push it down. This is what we're doing, is basically to make the peat ball that is inside this cup come out smoothly. You can't get it out otherwise. You have to do this. So just drag it across on the side, and only on the side. You can't put it right in the middle, because it'll hurt the seedlings. It'll rip the roots apart. Now after you do this, it'll come out quite easy. You can see this has come out. This is a root ball basically, and you have to extract. So each and every seedling from this root ball, you have to extract for transplanting into the system. Now how to do that? Just take all the peat apart. You can take all the peat apart. You can also do one more thing. This cup that you have taken the root ball out from, fill it up with water. Fill it up with water, and dip this root ball inside this water, and just shake it a little bit gently, not too hard, because the seedlings are pretty delicate. Now what this did is it took out whatever extra peat is there. It took out from this root ball. Now you can see it has come out very easily. You can see the individual seedlings with the roots completely. Now select, if you have 15 planter, select 15 of these seedlings. If you have a 9 planter, select 9 of these seedlings. If you have a 10 planter, select 10 of these seedlings. 6 planter, 6 seedlings. But select the strongest seedlings. Now you will see which seedlings look the strongest. Now see, this is quite big. This is quite big. You have to ensure survival of the fittest basically. So this is quite big. So this has more chance of survival. So select this one. Now what do you do? How to transplant this into the net cup? So what do you do? Take some of the Hydrotons, put it at the base of the net cup. At the base of the net cup. Now place this seedling in the middle of the net cup. Okay, in the middle of the net cup, and pour Hydrotons all around the seedling to ensure that the seedling remains standing. Hydrotons are basically a support media. It has to ensure that the seedlings are supported. It should be straightforward. Seedlings should not bend or fall through. Hydrotons are basically a support medium. Now put the Hydrotons all around the seedling. Yeah, you can see here the seedling is quite well supported with the Hydrotons all around it. Here you can see it. Seedling is supported by the Hydrotons all around it. And now just place this inside the system. That's all. So few things to note. The root should be at the bottom. If the root is not at the bottom, it won't reach the water. The water level in the system should be up to here. I hope that's clear as with the previous videos. The root should be basically under this level, because the root should be able to pull the water up. So ensure the roots are at the base over here. Hydrotons all around it. The 2 leaves on top. That's it. This is basically, it's a very easy way to use these Hydrotons. And now just put this inside of the system. That's it. This is how you use the Hydrotons. If you have any doubt, please WhatsApp us. Thanks.